opening up Grandma's recipe box.
And we are going to make the most delicious, juiciest roast in town.
We're gonna make Grandma proud.
Yeah.
So I'm Chris.
I'm Wesley.
The Loon.
The Loon.
And let's talk meat.
Let's do it. So I have got a huge, well, it's huge to me. It's a 4-pound or 4.5 pound. You could actually go up to 5 pounds if you wanted.
You can.
It's a pork loin roast, and it is boneless. So we are gonna actually take this baby and put it right into this bag. It's a brine bag, and we're gonna put some brine on it.
Well, first we gotta make the brine, okay?
Right.
This is so flavorful.
I'm not gonna touch anything because I've got porky fingers.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, okay, that's a whole nother story. Okay, so now we're gonna make that brine that old Porky talked about over here. Okay, we got 2 cups of apple cider. We're gonna add some more apple cider in just a moment. If you can get unfiltered, that's really, really good. That's 2 cups of that. We've got this over nice medium heat. As typical in brine, we're gonna add a nice lot of salt. That's
a nice lot.
A nice lot. Is that a right? That's grammatically incorrect, I know. But anyway, it's a lot. That's 3/4 of a cup, and that brine is going to help just make it so super
those
moist.
apples and brown sugar, it's all about fall now.
That's right. It's all fall. And speaking of which, I just added a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then I've got like 3 or 4 of sprigs of fresh thyme. Oh, and then I got to do. We're going to really keep amping up. I can't talk
now,
to you.
would your grandma put the garlic in there?
You know what? Let's say that she would. She probably wouldn't. So since you bring it up, I might as well say. So this is from my grandma Summers on my mom's side of the family.
Such a sweet woman.
She is like the sweetest.
If she was anything like your mother, oh.
She is actually. Yeah. She was, and she was affectionately called Munga by all of the grandkids and everyone alike. But she would call my mom when we would be. They lived up in Missouri. And we were down in Texas, and she would call and say, "Okay, what do you guys want? Any special requests?" And it was always the pork roast. And so this is our interpretation of Grandma's amazing recipe.
Yay!
Okay, we're going to bring this to a boil. Okay, so you see how this has come to a boil, and I've been whisking feverishly for about 3 minutes now.
Smells like fall.
It does.
Here.
The reason I am whisking is because we want that salt and that brown sugar to dissolve into the liquid. Okay.
Got it.
Now, like I said, we're going to be using more apple cider. So over here, I've got some very cold, chilled 6 cups of apple cider, and I want it really cold because I'm going to pour this hot in there, and I'm going to keep whisking and try not to make a huge mess.
Try and hit it.
So I don't, and you're going to have some of that salt, residual salt left over. That's okay. That's no problem.
Perfect.
So now, the reason I put it in the really chilled, I'm going to touch this. Okay, see, you don't want to put hot liquid over your roast because it'll start cooking it prematurely. But that
I can't believe you gave me this full thing.
I know, this is fun. This is entertainment, okay, folks?
There we go.
So now you can do this in a large pot like what we've got right here. You could do this in a cooler, but you're going to want to let this sit in that brine for, I'm going to tell you, 8 hours or overnight.
Yes.
So it's morning time here. We walked the dogs. We had our coffee. Grandma, this is when we would be hitting the road to go to Missouri, and she would start brining. And so then when we're getting close, it goes in the oven. And you guys, this is just amazing.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tie this up, put that lid on it, and be done with it for 8 hours.
For 8 hours. Oh. Okay, it has been a beautiful day, and it's about to get even more gorgeous.
I've been waiting for this.
I know. Grandma has been smiling down, guiding us all along. So look at this. We've got our meat. So let me tell you what we did. After about 8 hours, we got out our vessel. I took off that lid, and then right in that pan, I just got a knife, and I punctured it. You want to get that juice out of there, and then you can just pull the meat out, and then you're going to want to pat it dry with some paper towels. And here it is. It is loaded with flavor, let me tell you. Now, we are going to roast this, bake it on a bed of amazing deliciousness. We've got 2 Granny Smith apples that I peeled, cored, and sliced. Granny in honor of Grandma. And then we've got fennel.
Yes.
So if you've never cooked with fennel before, it's not something that I do often, but it is so delicious.
In this recipe, it's crazy.
It all goes together beautifully.
Fennel has go ahead, sorry.
No, well, no.
So fennel has this licorice taste, and I do not like licorice
He
at
doesn't,
all.
and he'll tell you.
But for some reason, this, with the juices of the pork and the apple,
It works.
It's amazing.
So fennel you can get in the produce section of your supermarket. We're just cooking with the bulbs. So we're gonna cut off those fronds, which they look like long celery sticks. You put them aside. You can cook with them separately. Then you just cut the end off, cut it in half, and then cut it up like an onion. Okay. To that I put it with my apples, and I added a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and then I've got some salt and pepper that I've combined here, which is probably about a half a tablespoon each. Okay.
And you're just gonna mix those and get them all good and coated.
We need to make a glaze.
Yes, and I'm gonna make the glaze.
Okay.
So we have a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, pure maple syrup.
The best.
Good, so good. Whole grain mustard, that's a 1/4 cup. Let me get my spoon here.
Whole grain mustard and maple syrup are such a beautiful combination.
Yes, and then I have 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. Fresh thyme on my mind.
You've got so much time on your hands.
Then I have a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, and we are going to mix that up.
And while he's doing that, you'll see that I've put the prepared fennel and apple right into this nice large roasting pan, and then I'm just going to place this meat right on top of the roast. Beautiful. Be sure you wash your hands after you're handling your roast. Okay, how's it going?
This glaze is so good. And the way that it coats that and then cooks on top of it.
The smell, when you start doing this, I'm just going to be very liberal.
It kind of gets a little crusty on it, which I love.
And you're going to want to do this fat side up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Now we've got our oven preheated to a nice hot 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is going to go in for 20 minutes and form this beautiful crust on top. And then we're going to lower the temperature and we're going to let it go for probably another hour, 45 minutes to an hour. You want that internal temp to reach 135 to 140.
And it'll be dinner time.
That's right. All right. Open her up.
Oh,
Loon.
I'll take it.
Oh, it smells like Grandma's house.
It does. It smells so good.
Oh my gosh.
I've been waiting for this moment all day.
Is that not a thing of beauty?
Look at how I love that crust.
I know. Just wait till we eat it.
Yes.
Okay, so this went for an hour. It's at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Needs to sit for at least another 5 to 10 minutes. Let those juices just kind of, just kind of settle into it. And it'll continue cooking, and you want to get it up to around 145.
Yeah, and we're going to put it on this cute little antique platter in honor of Grandma.
Oh, Grandma. Yay! Oh, talk about a centerpiece. Yes. So I think Grandma would be proud.
She would be.
So let's just say what we did. So we let this rest for 5 minutes, and then I just got a big old couple of spatulas and transferred it over here to our beautiful platter.
Yes.
And then I got that spatula and I stirred all of those apples and that fennel around and got them all soaked up in that beautiful juice, and then just surrounded the roast with this incredible these vegetables. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so now
I'm salivating.
Right I know, and the smell is divine. It is so moist. Look at that.
Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Chris.
Yeah, that's something to behold. I'm going to cut you another slice.
Okay, so I don't really have any memories of my grandma cooking.
You don't?
I don't know. I guess she had, my dad had. Bring it on over.
It's so juicy.
Oh, wow. Hold on. I just got to turn it around so people can see.
That is so beautiful. And I'm going to spoon you some of this on. I want you to continue talking about your grandma.
Yeah. Well, my dad had like 7 brothers. And so it was like.
So she was busy.
Yeah, she was busy. Oh, y'all.
That's amazing.
Look at that.
So excited.
Look at that. All right. I can't.
Okay, I gotta cut this. Yes, I know. I
gotta wait for you.
I know.
But anyway, so I think maybe Norwegian pancakes. That was a big thing.
I was gonna say. I thought she made Norwegian pancakes.
All of my dad's brothers and my sister. Now everybody knows how to make our Norwegian pancakes.
Yes.
Believe me, we got a lot of flack from people who think that our Norwegian pancakes are not Norwegian pancakes. Anyway,
enough of that. Let's eat.
Yes.
That is just.
I can't wait to try that.
And see, you cooked it perfectly. It's not too tough.
Fennel. I gotta put some fennel on top of there, and that apple. Oh, forget about it.
All right. Okay. I'm going in at the same time. Grandma knows best.
Wow.
That is just.
I would travel day and night to get to Grandma's house to eat that. That is 1,000% Loon approved.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. You guys, you've got to make this. You will make this family so happy.
Oh, make a roast.
We love you.
And you can have it for later too.